The demolition of the entire east wing of the White House is almost complete. It will be finished either today or perhaps in the next couple days, but either way, that piece of American history is gone forever, bulldozed down by Donald Trump to make way for his bawdy, gilded 90,000 square foot ballroom. There's just one little problem. You see, the Trump administration, in their haste to get things done, because God knows, as Levitt told reporters this week, that is his priority, his main priority. You know, we're in the midst of a government shutdown. We got inflation running rampant. Unemployment is rising. Trade war killing industries across this country. But Trump's main priority is that ballroom, because he wants to have a party. He's a party guy. But the problem is they didn't get the permits to do any of this. In fact, they haven't even submitted the plans for approval to build the ballroom, which means there is a chance that entire East Wing was torn down for no reason, because those plans that have not been submitted still have to be approved before you're allowed to build anything. So we just may be missing a part of the White House forever, because Trump, as per usual, didn't follow the rules because rules have never applied to him. That's a little shocking and a little terrifying. But there's two separate entities that Donald Trump, his administration, was supposed to submit for approval the plans, not just for the construction, but also for the demolition, which they did not do. The first one, of course, is the National Capital Planning Commission, the NCPC. And then, of course, you have the National Trust for Historic Preservation, which was, of course, created by Congress. They're the ones who you had to submit approval to get a permit for demolition. The NCPC is who you have to submit for approval the plans for the construction. But don't worry, because the White House, as usual, told us we don't have to have a permit for destruction, just for construction. And we'll do that when we need to do it. I don't know. I'd say when you're in the you're in the destruction process, right? The demolition. So after the demolition comes construction. Seems to me like you ought to have your permits in place, because once you clear that out, which again could be in just hours from now, you're ready to build, right? But now you can't. You could be delayed God knows how long. We know you don't even have any actual plans either. All you have are artist renderings and a little model somebody built that Donald Trump showed off to reporters the other day. Did everybody see that? Like, they had a little model. Like, they made him a toy version of his grand ballroom so he could play with it. And then he has all these artist rendering of what it's going to look like. He's like, well, here's the plans right here. There's going to be a glass bridge. It's going to be a beautiful bridge. It's glass. Yeah, your fat ass can't walk across a glass bridge without it cracking, so I hope it's reinforced. But here is what the National Trust for Historic Preservation they said. They told the White House that demolition plans are legally required to go through public review before demolition. Before demolition. They never submitted anything. The group said, quote, "We are deeply concerned that the missing height of the proposed new construction will overwhelm the White House itself. It is 55,000 square feet and may also permanently disrupt carefully balanced classical design of the White House with its two smaller and lower east and west wings." So basically they're like, look, they haven't even told us how tall it is. We don't know the size of the ballroom because there's no actual blueprints. There's drawings of it. that may or may not even be to scale. We don't know. Isn't Trump supposed to be a real estate guy? Like, this is the very thing that Donald Trump should know out of anything in the world. Like, he should know these things, and he doesn't. He hasn't submitted anything. It may not even get approved if he ever submits it. So any and all construction would be illegal and shut down by the court. Like, this is already a disaster, but it's actually so much more of a disaster than anybody realizes at this point. But we shouldn't be surprised, because everything Trump has done thus far has been a complete and total disaster. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.